is an exciting time, but what do we do to encourage our children to keep learning throughout the summer months so they don't encounter summer reading loss? My video today will be on summer reading loss, a video created by me, Mary Krager. So summer reading loss is sometimes referred to as the summer slide, and that is the summer break that can lead to children losing or forgetting months worth of skills that they learned during the school year. In order to avoid the summer slide, it's important to keep the learning process going throughout the summer so your child doesn't fall behind. Illiteracy continues to be a huge problem within the United States. There are 32 million American adults that are considered illiterate. That is 14% of the population. For those of us that live in South Carolina, this statistic will be even more meaningful. South Carolina has the 13th highest rate of functional illiteracy within the United States. These are staggering and terrifying numbers, especially for parents who have a child that is already struggling to read. Summer reading loss refers to the decline in children's reading development that can occur during summer vacation times when children are away from the classroom and not participating in formal literacy programs. So the biggest question on everyone's mind is, what can we do about it? And how do we get kids more involved in reading, especially when they are at home for those 2 months? So the question on everyone's mind is, how do we help kids enjoy summer reading? Here are 10 ideas to help with that. Find a topic your child enjoys. If you force your child to read something they are not interested in, they may be able to decode the words, but they won't like doing it and they won't remember it. Incorporate reading into everyday activities. This can be going to the grocery store, reading signs as you drive, looking at a newspaper, magazine, or comics. Listen to audiobooks. Not everyone is a visual learner. It's okay to listen to audiobooks, or if you have Alexa, just ask her if she can play some Harry Potter books. Get a library card and make a family outing. You can also plan a trip to the bookstore. It's really important that you spend time reading aloud with your child. And if you have an older child and they read silently, make sure that you're asking them questions, as well as when you're reading aloud to your child, to make sure that they're understanding and comprehending what you're reading. Start a book club. You can also start a new book series, such as The Magic Tree House, Captain Underpants, or Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And remember, it's important to make sure your child loves the books they read, so feel free to let them grab some graphic novels or comics. It's especially important for those that are visual learners and need the pictures to help them understand what they are reading. Another fun summer reading activity you can do with your child is to have them read a book or watch a movie or listen to a song or even play a video game and then write and create a book about it. My son loves Minecraft, and so he created me a book telling me all about Minecraft. He also got to go to a friend's house and play Fortnite, which I did not know about, but he created me a really nice book all about it. And the great thing was, he loved reading and writing and drawing the pictures about it. We even looked up an autobiography about Michael Orr, and he loved it so much that we saw parts of The Blind Side, and then he wrote to me about it, and we read parts of the book. One thing that's important for parents to remember is that students need to be able to read something that interests them. So especially when we're dealing with those long summer months when students are not receiving formal instruction and have a library just down the hall from them in school, is to make sure you give your child definite access to many different genres of books to help spark their interest. It can be anything from Curious George to Magic Tree House to poetry and Shel Silverstein to Captain Underpants, Star Wars, nonfiction such as war stories, the infamous Pokemon that every little boy loves, and facts and pictures. Find what sparks your child's interest and help create them wanting to read. It's also important to remember during the summer months while students are away from school is that reading can take many different shapes. Reading doesn't just have to be books, but it can also be doing fun activities, grocery shopping, it can even be cooking. Have your child help you make something by reading the instructions on the back of a baking mix. They're still reading, they're also connecting their information to different content such as science and math, which will help create understanding, and they're having fun and get to enjoy a really yummy treat afterwards, only reinforcing why reading can be a real life activity that can lead to something enjoyable. Remember, we can all do our part to make summer reading loss a thing of the past and create a love for reading in our children.